that sound, right? Then you just picked up the NIKKOR Z50 to 250 and you hear this sound. Do it again. Maybe you have the Amazon page already open to return this, but this lens is doing exactly what's it designed to do. And in this video, I will explain the noise and why it's doing that. So here we go. So what you are hearing is the internal vibration reduction system, or the VR, inside the lens. And it's designed like that because there are like floating optical elements inside of this lens. And like I said, it's designed that way. When the camera is powered off, the elements move freely. So when I turn on the camera and I half press the shutter button, those elements will lock into place and hold it. So the camera is now turned on. You should hear it less. In fact, you don't hear it because they're locked into place. So that's the reason why you might panic when you, like me, when I got this lens out of the box and I was like shaking it or just moving it around to put it on my camera. And yeah, I was like, what the hell? This lens is broken. So I went online, searched for it, and I came to this reason. And that's why I wanted to make a video about it, because there's not much information on that. So keep in mind, it's designed to do that. So I turn off the camera, and now you should hear it again. Hear that? And I turn it on. It's gone. Totally gone. That's the VR doing its thing. What's it designed for? And this is not only unique to this kit lens, because this is a kit lens from the Nikon Z50, 52, and Z30, I believe. But not only specifically NIKKOR lenses, also kit lenses from Tamron, Sigma, maybe Sony, I don't know, and Canon. They all do the same thing. So it's perfectly normal. And now I think it's time to take some shots with the NIKKOR Z50 to 250. Now, on a side note, this is the focal range for a full frame camera, but on a crop sensor camera like this one, this is the Nikon Z52, as I mentioned. This one has a crop sensor, so you have to multiply it by 1.5. So the focal range on the Nikon Z52 is 75 to 350 millimeters. There you have it. Now let's take some shots with this lens. I'm gonna take a shot of this landscape, and I will put the smartphone, which I'm using right now, on my camera. All right, so completely zoomed out. So that's 75, not 50. Take a shot on that castle. I need to put you a little bit like this. There. So it's been a while since my last video. That's because the weather hasn't really been our friend here in Belgium. And I believe it's going to rain later this afternoon. Okay, I've decided for myself to buy me another camera because I'm using my smartphone. I always have been throughout my videos, but I'm buying the Osmo Nano, the DJI Osmo Nano. It'll arrive in 2 weeks. Because it's hard, I'm doing this all by myself. And yeah, I have to carry all this gear with me all the time. And the DJI Nano weighs like not even 100 grams. You have like a hanger which is magnetic, and you put the Osmo Nano on it. So that doesn't weigh anything, because I've been using the chest mount, the GoPro chest mount, and putting my smartphone on my chest. And after a day of shooting video, it's kind of heavy. I had like back pains because I'm pushing 50. I'm not that young anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom into that tree trunk over there. Maybe I can get the reflection with it. And to my subscribers, sorry for all the waiting. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Peter, not with an E alone, but with an I as well. So P-I-E-T-E-R, Peter. And my channel's name is Life in Pixels because through the eye of a camera, everything is in a pixel. Now you have the explanation of my channel's name. If you go through my channel, you will see I do especially Nikon Z52 videos, because it's the only camera I have, and I have two lenses. I got this one, the 50 to 250, and the other kit lens, the 16 to 50 millimeters. And it's hard when you're on a budget, because the most of expensive things are the lenses, not the camera body itself. Okay, it's an investment. It's like the body alone of the Z50 2 is 1,000 maybe, 1,000 euros. But I bought this one with the kit lens 16 to 50 millimeters, and it was like 1,200 something. And I bought this lens, so the other kit lens, separately. What are these called in English? Maybe should try and do like a bokeh effect. Today I'm shooting in aperture priority mode. That's the only thing I'm using lately. And the reason for that is shooting in manual mode is okay, nothing against that. But when you're doing like, I don't know, moving subjects, you simply do not have the time to fiddle around, to tweak everything, your shutter speed, your ISO, and your aperture. It just takes too long. It's fine if you shoot like landscapes, you've got all the time you need, so you can tweak everything. But when you're doing what I'm doing, it takes me like 40 seconds to tweak everything correctly. So that's why I'm using aperture priority mode. So the only thing I can change is the aperture. Depends on the situation, really. Like shutter priority is for sports, very fast moving people, cars, bikes, maybe bicycles. See this? Okay. This will look a whole lot different in post when I edit these photos in Lightroom Classic. That's the program I use. And I forgot to charge the battery of my smartphone, but I have this with me. Pull it out. Haha. That's one of the tools I always carry with me when I'm in the field shooting photos, is a power bank. So this is a 35 watts maximum charge, 20,000, I don't know, 20,000 watt, I don't know. So I always carry that with me in my bag. And you should too. When you're in the fields, you don't want to be stuck with a dead battery. Then it's game over. I'm shooting into the sun, and that's not okay without my ND filter or CPL filter. I forgot that one. 70 millimeters. Okay. They're like flowers and stuff and weeds in the middle of this river pond. It's not a river, it's a pond. A small, very small lake. I'll take a shot of the flowers, weeds, I don't know. I really like that tree over there. There. And there's like this small castle you're gonna see in a few seconds, which is nice as well. There it is. Okay, so it's my guess. I'm like 300 meters away, maybe. So I'm going to zoom all the way in. I'm gonna move a little bit. It's a nice composition. The flowers in the foreground right here. See the yellow. So I'm gonna zoom all the way in. You will not see the flowers. Oh, hello there. Hello there. Gotcha. So we got some street photography as well. See the result. Zoom out a bit. So I got the flowers in the foreground. Focus is on the castle. And I will put the focus on the flowers. Oh, this camera is amazing. It's amazing. It has the XP7 processor, which is in the Z9. Okay, okay. Wildlife, wildlife. Where are you? Got it. Let's zoom in all the way 250 or 350 in this case. Yeah, got him. Got his backside. Okay, so I hope you learned something about the VR system inside the NIKKOR Z50 to 250 or 75 to 350. It's perfectly normal that it makes a sound like a marble inside of it. It's perfectly normal. You can hear it again because the camera is off. Hear it? So it's perfectly normal. Don't be alarmed. You're okay. I thank you for watching. Please take a look at this video where I talk more about the NIKKOR Z50 to 250. And I will see you in the next one, probably with the Osmo Nano. And see you later. Bye then.